So nice to be back after some issues yesterday. We are back on TikTok Live, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So excited about the Saturday of sports we have ahead of us. Cannot wait to get into all of our plays, all of our research, all of your questions. Appreciate all those loyal viewers yesterday who put up with some of the issues. So excited to get into everything around the world of sports today. No matter what it is, But Fumble Sports is here for it. And as always, we do a live 2-hour show, and that way you get all the information you need, all the research done right in front of you. So if you have anything you need around the world of sports today, we are going to dive into it while we get everyone settled into the show. Couple of first things that we wanted to talk about, and that is that Game 4 last night between the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat. Unbelievable performance by what I thought was a complete Denver Nuggets team. The bench played really well. Obviously, Jokic and Murray did enough, but I was just dazzled by Bruce Brown, Aaron Gordon, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and everybody else. Just an unbelievable team performance. And I was really dazzled also by the coaching of Mike Malone. Thought he did a brilliant job in that game. Eric Spoelstra is known for making those kinds of adjustments between games. And I thought Michael Malone not only had his team very disciplined and very focused, but he understood the rotations of his players. Even when Jokic came out with foul trouble, I thought he did a brilliant job of managing his team, managing the bench, doing everything else to ensure the Nuggets went back home up 3-1. Feels like this series is ending in 5. I originally had said Nuggets in 6. Doesn't feel like we're going to get there now. Definitely feels like Nuggets go back home. They end the series, ended in 5. They've been the best team. I think they absolutely deserve the title. The Nuggets have proved this year. They're the best team. They're the deepest team. They're the most consistent team. While Miami has shown a lot of fight, especially in these playoffs, it's clear they're not quite to the tier that the Denver Nuggets are. One note on that, because I've been reflecting on some of the teams that didn't make it to the NBA Finals, and obviously the team that I continue to fall back to when I think about them is the Boston Celtics. Why did the Celtics fail to make an NBA Finals this year? And to me, it's because they lack the continuity. They actually lack the teamwork. And that's something that we don't talk about too often. We often talk about, do they have enough stars? Or is there enough scoring? Do they play good enough defense? I don't think the Celtics are a good team. I think the Celtics have really good individual players. But if I've seen anything from this NBA Finals, the best team is winning, and they're beating arguably the second best team. I've been really impressed thus far with what I've seen from the Nuggets. Can't say the same about the Miami Heat over the last 2 games, but overall in these playoffs, the best teams are winning. That certainly says a lot. By the way, I want to give a big shout out to Farika. Gabe Vincent broke our heart. So, very disappointed in that. Gabe Vincent absolutely did break our heart. Really, really unfortunate there. But we hope to have Gabe Vincent bounce back pretty soon, so. If you guys have questions, comments, throw them in the chat. We are here for it. So make sure you're throwing those comments in the chat. By the way, if you're asking comments and I'm having any difficulty seeing them or getting to them, you can always go to YouTube, But Fumble Sports on YouTube. We have people standing by to make sure I see your questions. So if for any reason things are a little bit off on TikTok Live, no worries. We are going to be live for 2 hours today on YouTube, no matter what. We are going to make sure that we're live on YouTube for the entirety of today's show. I was really disappointed that we got knocked off yesterday and we didn't have the complete show like we did. And that's because we did really well yesterday on some of our plays. Some of our plays we did well, others maybe not so much. So as always, our disclaimer, as we mention every show, we are not a sports book. We are not a sports book. We're not endorsed by any sports book. We just love watching sports, being entertained by it, and trying to have a little bit of side fun while we watch. Make sure you guys always respect the game, never assume anything. As always, come with a plan, know what you want to go after when it comes to how much you want to spend, what kind of plays you're willing to go make your bets on. Have a strategy, stick to it, and of course, we're here for entertainment. This is sports entertainment, so make sure you're having fun. That's why But Fumble Sports is here. That's why sports exist. Make sure you have fun while you're watching. Never do things that put you or your well-being at risk. As always, we'll go through the results of our picks yesterday. Basketball was pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Basketball was not one of our stronger days when it came to basketball. I'll show you the overall records here. We ended up going 5-9 in our player prop bets. We did go 2-1 on our NBA game picks. We did get the Denver Nuggets to win. We did say that the under was going to hit. But that said, we did miss on the Heat cover. We took an alternative line, and they still weren't able to cover that. That tells you all you need to know. But that said, Denver Nuggets impressed. As for our MLB games, we did really well. Did well on our game picks, did well on our player props, did really well on our long ball long shots of the day. So again, for all of those who are new to the show, if you guys want my picks, give the gift of confetti in TikTok Live, or every time we get to 2,000 likes on TikTok Live. That's how we give out picks. That's how we give out long ball long shots of the day. So if you want players to hit home runs, we went, again, 3 for 6 on those yesterday. So excited to give out more of those. Now, how about them celebrity shots? You guys were not too hot yesterday. 3 for 7. For all those who think they could do sports betting for a living, it's certainly a humbling thing when you have a bad day. Looking at the results yesterday of some of your celebrity shots, Top Dog finally ran into a loss. Top Dog had been cruising along at undefeated. He's now 5-1. He missed on Merrill Kelly, who had 5 strikeouts, so he just barely missed that. Rich Hill did have over 1.5 walks, though. Orioles cashed for me and the LRK 425. Adams, as well as Alexander, put a little too much faith in the Miami Heat. Both of them missed. Big shout out to Mike Oxlong, who finally cashed on something. Tyler Glasnow under on strikeouts. So those are the results from yesterday. As always, we show our results from yesterday, so you guys always know we're forthcoming. We love to make sure you guys know what we do, how we go about our picks, and of course the results from each day. But as always, we clear out everything from yesterday, and we get started on today's action. Now, if any of you guys want picks from across the world, you know how to do it. Just ask. Hit us up. Give us the gift of that confetti. We'll give out a pick every time we get that confetti. And of course, we will give out a long ball, long shot of the day every time we get 2,000 likes. Tyler, great to see you. And more importantly, great to see comments in the comments section. Was worried as we had some tech issues yesterday. Hopefully things go smoothly today. But happy to see familiar faces back in the show. Tyler, hey bro, great to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful day, Tyler. Make sure you throw your questions and comments in the chat. As always, we are here for whatever you guys need. So if you guys need help with your picks, your research, we are here for all of it. Tyler actually brought up a pick I want to dive into. He asked me off the air. He asked me as we went to... He DM'd me on Instagram, which, Tyler, you got to know I'm all about. Appreciate you hitting me up and love talking sports with you. So he brought up Aaron Nola over 1.5 walks, and immediately I liked it. I had done my research on it the night before. Good implied probability. Good track record here. 3 games in a row, and really 6 games with a walk. So really reason to like this one right here. I like this one. I'm going to throw it up on my big board. It will be our first play of the day. By the way, this should be Stanley Cup Final because we have some Stanley Cup Final, NHL Stanley Cup Final action tonight. And our first MLB player prop bet of the day is going to be Aaron Nola over 1.5 walks allowed. Thank you so much, Tyler, for your question. Love it. Love it. Okay, Top Dog's got a question. Top Dog's asking about Brady Singer over 1.5 walks. We're getting our walks allowed research in very quickly. I love it. Brady Singer, let's go to it. Over 1.5 walks. Hey, Top Dog, do you want this to be your celebrity shot of the day? Because it's looking mighty juicy, Top Dog. Looks like a bone we can sink our teeth into. Great trend here. 6 of the last 7 games. Very, very consistent. Good implied probability. We're going to tack this one on as well. It's an in-show research play, so we'll put our asterisk next to it. Brady Singer, over 1.5 walks allowed. These are some great plays. By the way, Tyler, if you want that to be your celebrity shot of the day, let us know. Top Dog, if you want that to be your celebrity shot of the day, let us know. If you guys like your picks and want them to be your celebrity shot of the day, just put in the comment section my celebrity shot and then whatever the pick is. And by the way, if you feel like your comment on TikTok Live isn't getting through for any reason, we are live on YouTube as well as Twitch and on Kick. We are all over the place now. But Fumble Sports is growing every single day. So if you have questions and you want us to dive into them, never hesitate. We get your questions on YouTube all the time. So if Tyler or others on TikTok feel like they're not quite getting their question through, maybe tech issues are still holding us back a little bit, there's no reason to worry. Just go to TikTok, go to YouTube rather, ask your question, and we're here to help you guys out. Appreciate all those who are with us on this early Saturday morning, June 10th. We've got a ton of picks to get to, a ton of research to get to, so make sure you're throwing questions and comments in the chat. Once again, every time we get our live goal of confetti, we give out a pick. Every time we get 2,000 likes on TikTok, we give out a long ball long shot of the day. And I'm actually going to try something new as well. We are doing a brand new segment as well. We've had a lot of fun with our long ball long shots of the day. So we are actually going to make a brand new segment as well, an additional segment as well, for all those who would like it. These are the Stealing is Sharing. Stealing is Sharing. That's our new segment, Stealing is Sharing. And yes, for all those that are new to the show, Stealing is Sharing. Every time that you guys share, I will give out a player that I think is going to get a stolen base. So we're adding to the number of ways that you guys can get involved in the show and ways that we can give out different kinds of picks. So so for those who are watching, the live goal of confetti gets a pick. Every 2,000 likes gets a long ball long shot of the day, and every share we're going to try and give out a stolen base player, a stolen base. Top Dog has a different celebrity shot than the one that Brady Singer walk. Interesting. Top Dog, your celebrity shot is Bryson Stott over half a strikeout. Bryson Stott over half a strikeout. Let's look at it. So Bryson Stott, and we're looking at batter strikeouts here. So over half a strikeout has a strong implied probability of 57%. So Top Dog is into a good trend here. Then when we look at it across the last 8 games, really strong. How about at home? How has it been at home? 3 out of the last 4. There's a strong trend. 6 out of the last 7. And then if we look at the starting pitcher he'll be facing, Miller has actually had really good numbers since he got called up to the majors. So I like this one as well. Top Dog, I think you're onto something here. Bryson Stott over half a strikeout. Now let's just look at that right-handed pitch. How have these Philly hitters done against right-handed pitching? Bryson Stott, you'll see there, 263 batting average. The strikeout percentage, we probably would like it a tick higher, but that's okay. This is a good play. So we'll throw up Top Dog celebrity shot of the day. This is Top Dog, and your celebrity shot is Bryson Stott over half a strikeout, and we're gonna follow you on that. We're gonna tail you on that, and we'll also. It's been a strong play. So Bryson Stott over half a strikeout. Over half a strikeout. Love the play. Appreciate all those who are joining us, no matter the platform: TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. If you've got questions, throw them in the chat. We are here for all of it. So if you're watching right now and you've got a question, you want help with your research, make sure you throw it in the chat. Additionally, as I just mentioned a moment ago, every confetti gets a pick. Every 2,000 likes gets a long ball long shot of the day. And if you share Butt Fumble Sports, a brand new segment, if you share Butt Fumble Sports, we're going to give out a player that we think is going to get a stolen base today. So make sure you're sharing the channel as well. Trying a brand new segment here on the show. Hopefully you guys like it. so appreciate you guys being with us every single day. Butt Fumble Sports just loves being live with you guys. And as always, we have a lot of fun talking sports. I know there's UFC on tonight. I have yet to hear from my UFC expert, so still waiting to hear from him. But that said, we do have, believe it or not, we do actually have some Belmont Stakes picks. We have our Belmont Stakes picks. So Mr. Boomin is our new horse racing expert, and he has given us picks for the Belmont Stakes. If you want our picks for the Belmont Stakes, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, and as always, you can get our daily fantasy lineup for today. You can get our MLB trend plays. You can see the hitters who have the best matchups against the starting pitchers they'll be facing. But you can also get, for the 155th running of the Belmont Stakes, an unbelievable preview and picks from our Mr. Boomin, our horse racing expert. So make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. buttfumblesports.com. You can get all of your MLB action and also horse racing pick for the Belmont Stakes. No, the Triple Crown is not on the line today, which actually may make it even better from a betting perspective. The favorite won't be as a heavy favorite. There are going to be opportunities to take some other picks. So make sure you guys go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, and check out our horse racing picks for the Belmont Stakes. Mr. Boomin, our new horse racing expert, bring you those picks. While you're on our store, go check out our merchandise. I know you guys love our logo with our little Butt Fumble Sports shield. While you're there, you can check out our NFL merchandise, our college basketball, and a brand new series of MLB shirts featuring some of the most iconic stances in Major League Baseball history. Make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, check out these shirts, buy one for yourself or a sports fan that's in your life. And of course, while you're on our website, sign up for our free newsletter, and always feel free to contact us, whether it's on DM, whether it's through our website. We love engaging with you guys all the time. You guys are great sports fans. You're engaged. You're knowledgeable. We love engaging with you guys on and off the air. So make sure you guys are throwing your comments, questions in the chat, and always feel like you can reach out to us. We are always available to you guys. So go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, sign up for the free newsletter, and then you guys can contact us. We love engaging with you guys. And I've mentioned this before. If you guys ever want to get off the couch and into the game, if you love talking sports, and I don't care what it is, sports gambling, fantasy sports, or if you just love ranting about sports, you can get off the couch and into the game. Join Butt Fumble Sports. If you want to be a content creator, if you like writing, talking, or just engaging in sports in any way possible, DM us, contact us. Butt Fumble Sports is always looking for real fans who love talking sports. We'll give you the coaching, the tutelage, the resources, and the distribution so you go from your basement to the real world and you can step out and be a sports on-air talent. So if you love talking sports and you want to do it beyond just talking with your friends or your buddies or your coworkers or your family, if you want to actually test your sports knowledge, test your sports on-air talent, and bring it to the masses, reach out to us here at Butt Fumble Sports. We would love to give you guys that opportunity. Jorge, great to see you today. What is up? By the way, we have a couple shares in the chat. A couple shares. So, Blease, thank you for sharing the channel. And Anderson, thank you for sharing the live as well. As I promised, we have a brand new segment on the show. Every time we get a share, we are going to try and give out a player that we think is going to get a stolen base. Jorge, thank you so much for the share. So we are going to give out 3 of those. We're going to give out 3 of those. 3 players we think is going to get a stolen base today. This is a brand new segment. The first one is Andrew Benintendi. Now, the reason we're giving these out is they have favorable matchups against pitchers who naturally give up a lot of stolen bases. So Andrew Benintendi is facing Sandy Alcantara. Sandy Alcantara is known for giving up stolen bases. Let's look at Andrew Benintendi on a steal, just to make sure you guys are seeing what the odds are. So the implied probability here actually isn't bad at 20. Think of stolen bases much like home runs. Jorge, I thought it was at 12 as well, but I was incorrect. So thanks for joining us a little bit early. We will be live for the next 2 hours, so no worries. But Andrew Benintendi, you see that implied probability at 19%. It's not a terrible thing, not the worst thing in the world. Like home runs, when that's around 20 or higher, that's a good play. But what I love about this is you could get plus 415 on this, plus 415. So Andrew Benintendi, stolen bases, that's what we like for this one. Again, every time you guys share the channel, we're going to give out another player we think is going to get a stolen base today. Anderson, we will be covering MMA a little bit later. We will be covering MMA a little bit later. I probably won't get it to the show. I'm still waiting on my UFC expert to reach back out to me, but I will post those. I will post those later this afternoon. We will tweet those out. If you don't have our Twitter account, it's @SportsFumble. @SportsFumble on Twitter, so that way you never miss a tweet or a link to one of our pieces of content. But make sure you guys are following us @SportsFumble on Twitter. Okay, we have a couple more of these stolen bases to give out. Andrew Benintendi was the first one. The next one I'm going to give out is Hae Sung Kim of the San Diego Padres. He's got another favorable matchup. Believe it or not, even though Kyle Freeland is a lefty, he gives up a number of stolen bases. Kim's been good stealing off of lefties. Again, not a great implied probability, but that's okay. Stolen bases, you're going to get really good odds on it. By the way, given that you're at like plus 509, this is a half unit play. This is a half unit play. I wouldn't put a full unit down on it. But I like this one as well. Threw that one up there on the big board as well. Okay, Jorge, what's up? Appreciate you being with us. Again, guys, once we get to 2,000 likes, we will give out a long ball long shot of the day. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button. We want to give out some home run plays of the day. Again, yesterday, we crushed it on our long ball long shots of the day. We went 3 for 6 yesterday. So the research that we're doing, the metrics we're looking at, the way we're approaching those, it's working. It's working. Over the last few days, we did go 0 for 5 before, but 2 for 7, 2 for 5, 0 for 5, and then 3 for 6. I like our track record, so hit that like button. Let's give out some dinger plays today. Top Dog says Man City versus Inter, both teams to score minus 106. Love the play as well, Top Dog. Not going to put that on my board, but I'm with Top Dog. I like Man City Inter to both score today. Both teams score at minus 106. Great, great play. Love it. Kyle, great to see you on YouTube. Good afternoon. Hope everyone made some money yesterday. Kyle, I hope you had a really successful day. Appreciate you being with us. Appreciate your loyalty, Kyle. Really do love seeing you in the chat every single day. Top Dog had a great pick. I'm going to throw it. Top Dog, do you want that to be another one of your celebrity shots? I'm going to throw it up on our big board, actually. And this is going to be slightly different. We gotta get our... This is for football, but not football, if you know what I'm saying. This is UEFA's the Champions League. League final, and I like that play that was just given out here, which is Man City and Inter both score a goal. Love that play. Love that play. Minus 106. So in case any of you guys want to bet on some Champions League, that's a good play. I like it. I like it a lot. By the way, the Champions League final, for those that are curious, is going off today at 3 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'm also going to throw up here, hate to say it for you Inter fans, Manchester City on the money line. Manchester City on the money line. If you don't like Man City, I'm sorry, but they are the most dominant team in the world right now. I have no question about it. I love Man City today on the money line. So I'm going to ride with Top Dog's pick of Man City and Inter both scoring a goal. But I also do like Man City on the money line. And yes, that is also going to be a celebrity shot of the day for Top Dog. So Top Dog, who as you can tell, is having a pretty good day so far. Or rather, a pretty good celebrity shot season so far. And we're throwing that one up there as well. So Top Dog, who's 5-1, maybe you want to tail him. Bryson Stott over half a strikeout. Man City and Inter both score a goal. If you want your celebrity shot thrown up on the big board, do not hesitate. Put in the comments section, right in the comments section, my celebrity shot, my celebrity pick, and then colon whatever the pick you'd like. Kyle asks, is that on FanDuel? Is what on FanDuel? I'm confused. Is the Champions League on FanDuel? Probably not, but I know Bovada has it, maybe some others as well. Boss Lady, I'm not sure about where you can find Champions League. I know Bovada has it. I'm sure there are some other sports books that do. Not really sure, but we have plenty of time. Again, that game kicks off at 3 p.m., so plenty of time, no issue. IP Shade 45, I'm going all in on Richmond. Football is life. IP Shade 45, big shout out to you. So appreciate your support every day. Okay, Jorge, you've been really patient. You've been asking some good questions, so let's answer yours. But before we do, Jorge, I am going to make you hold on for one extra second because we've hit 2,000 likes. We have crushed it on our long ball long shots of the day yesterday. Let's get into it today. Fernando Tatis Jr. Fernando Tatis Jr. homered, I believe he homered yesterday as well. But he's got a really favorable matchup today. Really favorable matchup against Kyle Freeland. You can see implied probability here, 30%. That's crazy. That's crazy. 30%. The problem is 229 is the best odds to take it. Like I said, he did homer yesterday against Kyle Freeland lifetime in his career. You'll see here, good numbers. Good numbers. 333 average in 18 at-bats. He has struck out less than 10% of the time. He has a home run. This is a no-brainer for me, but not just on the long ball long shot of the day. Let's also look at hits, runs, and RBIs. Look at how high this is. 3.5. 3.5. I've never seen that before. Hits, runs, and RBIs, they're saying 3.5. What about total bases? 2.5. So not seeing any good. What about hits? 1.5 hits. So really not a lot of good plays here. The only one I'd be willing to take is this one. Over half a run. Over half a run. We cashed on these yesterday. Again, not great odds, but I'm going to take it. I just want to find another way to take Fernando Tatis Jr., but this is a tougher one because there is such a high expectation that he's going to score. Over half a run. By the way, Tyler, yeah, I only get 2.5 total bases today. Not a good play. Not a good play at the 2.5. I understand that you may still want to take it. I just can't endorse it. That's too high a line. I understand there's going to be a ton of runs in that game. We'll get to that in just a second. Tyler, we'll get to that in a second. But first, Jorge's been patient. Jorge asked about the Mets on the money line and the White Sox on the money line. First things first. Mets on the money line, we can't do. I just can't do it anymore. I understand that they're the favorite, but that's not where my head is. Because in this game, Cody Senga versus Johan Oviedo. Now, if you go to the Mets, you'll see against Oviedo, Pham has good numbers, but other than that, nothing really stands out. Nothing really stands out. Yeah, Tyler, you're crushing it. Good job. On the other side, the Pirates haven't faced the starting pitcher yet, but against right-handed pitching, they're actually doing pretty well. Buccos are actually doing pretty well. But there was actually a couple stats that stood out to me, and that got me to take Pittsburgh on the run line. So to answer your question, Jorge, no, I don't like the Mets on the money line. I do like the Pirates on the run line. So this is a pick that I like. I'm going to put this one out there. By the way, thank you, IP Shade 45, for the confetti. We're giving out picks thanks to IP Shade 45. But here, the pick I like for this game is Pirates plus 1.5. Pirates plus 1.5. And let me explain my thinking to you. First of all, the Mets are just slumping. The Mets are really struggling. But additionally, Cody Senga on the road this year. 2-2 record, a 6.12 ERA. 6.12 ERA in 25 innings pitched. He's allowed 5 home runs. Opponents have a 287 batting average against him. So while Cody Senga has been outstanding at Citi Field, we can't say the same about him on the road. He's really struggled away from Queens. On the other side, Johan Oviedo, over his last 30 days, he has a 1-1 record. His ERA is only 2.57 in 28 innings pitched. Opponents have just a 186 batting average against him. So believe it or not, the starting pitching matchup actually favors Pittsburgh. It may, from a brand name perspective, look like it favors the New York Mets, but that is not the case. So be very wary today. I like Pirates on the run line right here. I'm getting them at minus 140. A couple of other trends. The Mets are 0-4 in their last 4 road games versus a right-handed starter. The Pirates are 6-2 in their last 8 games overall. And the Mets are 0-5 in their last 5 Saturday games. Definitely something to keep your eye on. Kyle says, I think that... Oh, no, Kyle changed his mind. Kyle was thinking the Mets end their losing streak and then saw me go into my tirade about the Pirates on the run line. And he then goes, never mind. So... Kyle, yeah, you may want to reconsider. Maybe the Mets could win today, but for me, that's not the strong play. That's not where the trends are suggesting. And the starting pitching matchup is a bit of a trap. Pirates have the better starting pitcher according to the home road splits, and according to the last month, actually, Oviedo's been the better pitcher. By the way, big shout out to Tyler. Yes, Tyler cashed yesterday on his celebrity shot. So... we don't have too many undefeated people remaining up on the big board anymore, but we do have one. Nice job, Tyler. 3-0. 3-0. Good job, Tyler. Can't wait to see what your celebrity shot is today. We have another pick to give out because IP Shade 45 hooked us up with the confetti. Every time we get our live goal of confetti, we give out another pick. I have a ton. By the way, I have over 20 picks today to give out. I have a ton of picks to give out. And for only the second or third time ever in our show, I am also giving out first inning run plays. I know a lot of you guys love the first inning run plays. I finally found a resource that allows me to trust these, so I will give out some of these. Our first one is going to be Padres, Rockies, and we are taking yes on a first inning run. Yes on a first inning run for the Rockies and Padres. That's a no-brainer for me. So if you guys love those first inning run plays, Padres Rockies is one that I like today. Very, very, very much. That's how many varies very, very, very much. I'm going to double down on this game. I'm going to give out another pick. Just assume we're going to get more confetti at some point. So I'll give out another pick right now. The next pick I'm going to give out is also about this Padres Rockies game. I'm taking Padres Rockies over 10.5 runs. Now that's very high, but that's still an alternative line. It's actually even higher at some sports books. So Padres over 10.5, I'm getting that at minus 175. Here's some reasons behind that. Ryan Weathers, the starting pitcher for the San Diego Padres, over his last 15 days, 11.12 ERA. Opponents have a 483 batting average against him. You heard that right. Crazy stats. Ryan Weathers struggling over his last 15 days, over the last 2 weeks. Meanwhile, San Diego Padre hitters, lifetime against Kyle Freeland, have a 266 average, 5 home runs, 3 triples, 5 doubles, 21 RBIs, 20 walks, 26 strikeouts. I love the over in this game. Love the over in this game. As we always do, we see what the weather is across Major League Baseball. Look at what the weather is across this game. Look at what the weather is. Likelihood of home runs way up. Likelihood of extra base hits astronomically up. That's a crazy number. Up 37% because of the weather. Runs up 34%. So we like this game in a first inning run and overall. This is a no-brainer for me. Love this play. We were asked about this a little bit earlier. We were asked about Juan Soto a little bit earlier. So let's look at Juan Soto. I love the Padres today. I love the Rockies today. I'm going to jump on them in as many ways as we possibly can. So you're going to see a lot of those plays today. By the way, appreciate those who are following the channel. Make sure you follow Butt Fumble Sports. That way you know every time we're live, you can watch the entire show, get all your questions answered. So the implied probability on bases isn't great for Soto. How about on hits, runs, and RBIs? It's at 2.5, so not great. What about just hits? What about just hits? 1.5 hits. That's not a great play. So we're kind of in a tough spot For me, I think I would take over 1.5 bases. It's hit 2 of the last 3 games. If we look at it on the road, 2 out of the last 4. It's not as strong a play as I would like. Against Kyle Freeland, he doesn't have monster stats. It's the only play I would probably take involving Juan Soto. I'm not going to put it up on my big board, but over 1.5 is probably the only play involving Juan Soto that I like. Again, against Kyle Freeland, he's one of the few guys who doesn't have as great and as strong a historical track record. So for me, Juan Soto isn't as strong a play, but there are others. There are others. Let's look at Manny Machado. Homered for us yesterday and cashed our ticket on him. Over 1.5 bases. Look at that. Implied probability at 62%. Yes, sir. Put it on the board. No doubt about it. So Manny Machado, over 1.5 bases. No-brainer for me. Obvious play. Okay, getting a couple questions in from YouTube. Top was asking about the Braves on the money line. The Braves on the money line. So the Atlanta Braves face the Nationals today. You see a good trend here at the bottom. 15-4 against the Nationals over their last 19 games overall. Certainly a trend that we like. But keep your eye on the starting pitching matchup today. Keep your eye on Mackenzie Gore. He actually has good numbers lifetime against the Braves. Had a really good start his last time out against the Braves. And if we look at how Braves hitters have done against him lifetime, not too many hitters with great stats. Ozzie Albies has hit him well. Austin Riley has hit him well. But other than that, not really good stats against him. Now, I will take Ozzie Albies on a player prop bet later today. I'll probably also throw Austin Riley up on my big board as well. But this is one I'm not touching. On the other side, Schuster's given up some runs. So when it comes to the starting pitching matchup, I actually think I favor the Washington Nationals more. Schuster, look at how the hitters here for the Washington Nationals have done against him. Pretty well, actually. So there are going to be a couple player prop bets that come out of this game. But no, I do not like the Braves on the money line for this one. Let's go look at a couple player prop bets from this game, though. Let's start with Lane Thomas. Lane Thomas, over 1.5 bases? No. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs? Yes. Bingo. So Lane Thomas, this is an in-show research play. Lane Thomas, over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Again, good numbers against the pitcher he's facing. How about hits? Over half a hit, we'll take that as well. Implied probability 71%. Really consistent play. Really consistent. So because of that, I know it's not great odds, minus 239. Definitely the leg of a parlay if you're thinking about it. But Lane Thomas, over half a hit, is another play that I like. We throw it up on our big board. But we're not done. We have some other great plays to go to from that game. Let's go to Ozzie Albies. So Ozzie Albies, let's look at total bases, 1.5, not a good implied probability, but hits, runs, and RBIs, there you go again, 59%. How about, what's the track record? 4 out of the last 5 games. Again, good numbers against Mackenzie Gore. You're getting it at minus 145. I like it. This is actually one I had pre-show. So Ozzie Albies, over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. And the last one we'll look at for this game is Austin Riley. Austin Riley. Now, looking at total bases for him, still the under's is the stronger play. Hits, runs, and RBIs, though, there you go again. We're going to double down on this game. We're going to take Austin Riley, over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. So there are some more plays that we like for that one. Now, a question we just got in from YouTube is about Rangers, Rays, run in the first inning. How do we feel about the Rangers and Rays and a run in the first inning? That's actually one that I had in my show notes And I'm going to throw this one. We're going to put them all kind of in the same area so you guys don't get lost with these. We're taking Rangers, Rays, no run in the first inning. No run in the first inning for Rangers, Rays. The reason for that, really good starting pitching matchup between Nathan Eovaldi and Taj Bradley. I do not think there's going to be a run scored in that game. You may also want to consider the under. Boss Lady Murr has a question. Boss Lady Murr is asking about Sandy Alcantara over 5.5 strikeouts. Let's look at Sandy Alcantara. 5.5 strikeouts. So the 5.5, the over does have the stronger implied probability here, Boss Lady. That's a good sign. Let's look at how it's been lately. Not a good trend. He's not been pitching well. I actually think this is a major trap game for me. I'm going to give out a pick for this game in just a moment, but this is a major trap game for me. Sandy Alcantara, he's not pitching well. 2-5 record, over 5 ERA. The whip is at 1.22, which isn't terrible, but strikeouts per 9 isn't there. I don't have as much confidence in him as I would have. Obviously, he won the Cy Young last year. No real sample size to speak of, but right-handed, how have the White Sox done against right-handed pitchers? Not great. Not great. So on this one, if we look at how he's done on the road, yeah, Boss Lady, it's not a strong enough trend for me. Not a strong enough trend. So actually, I would avoid this one. Is there an alternative line? Over 4.5, I guess, but that's at minus 279. At 5.5, I don't feel confident about it, Boss Lady. So I'm not telling you not to. I'm telling you I wouldn't endorse it. It feels like a coin flip to me. And you guys know, anytime I feel like it's a coin flip of a play, I'm going to back away from it. So not one that I like, Boss Lady. I wouldn't play this one. If you want more of my picks, give us the gift of confetti on TikTok Live. If you want us to give out another long ball, long shot of the day, another player to hit a home run, let's get up to another 2,000 likes. When we hit 4,000 likes, we will give out another long ball, long shot of the day. Okay, staying with that White Sox-Marlins game, Jorge's asking about Michael Kopech on strikeouts. Let's look at Michael Kopech. So, really strong implied probability here on strikeouts, over 5.5. 50. Oh, bingo. Love the play. Really strong. And how have Marlins hitters done against him? Decent numbers. Decent numbers, but small sample sizes. How have they done against right-handed pitching? Only one player has an average above 300, and Luis Arraez is hitting 406. So you guys know where I'm going to go with the player prop bet in a moment around him. But first, love the call out by Jorge. I'm going to put this one up on my big board as well. We will throw this one up here. This is going to be Michael Kopech over 5.5 strikeouts. Great call from Jorge watching on TikTok Live and on YouTube. Jorge's all over the place. Jorge, this goes for all of you watching. If you want this to, yeah, there you go, Jorge. Jorge's going to say that he wants this to be his celebrity shot of the day. So for all of those who are watching, if you have a favorite pick of the day and you want it to be shown to everybody, we throw it up on our big board. It is your celebrity shot of the day. So Jorge, want to make sure I get his name up there. Jorge Belena. And he's taking Michael Kopech over 5.5 strikeouts. Again, we give everybody 2. You get 2. So if you have a favorite celebrity shot of the day, if you have a favorite play of the day, just throw in the comment section my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick, and whatever it is, we throw it up on the big board. Top Dog is asking about the Diamondbacks on the money line. Diamondbacks on the money line. So the matchup for Diamondbacks on the money line, we'll dive into it. I'm just going to say right off the bat, I do like it. Diamondbacks have a good matchup. So Ryan Nelson isn't a good play. Ryan Nelson isn't a good play. By the way, you look at his whip. We'll get to maybe taking him on walks in 1 second. But meanwhile, Matthew Boyd is pretty bad as well. These are 2 pitchers who are really struggling. But the Diamondbacks have been a hot team. Diamondbacks have been playing well. Additionally, I have some stats for you. So Matthew Boyd at home this year. Matthew Boyd, the starting pitcher of the Tigers at Comerica Park, has an 0-4 record. an 8.34 ERA. That's in 22 and 2/3 innings pitched. He has given up 15 walks. He has only 17 strikeouts, and opponents have a .301 batting average against him. Plus, the Diamondbacks are 5-2 in their last 7 interleague games versus a right-handed starter. Meanwhile, the Tigers are 0-6 in their last 6 games versus a right-handed starter. By the way, I meant against a left-handed starter for the Diamondbacks. They are 5-2 in their last 7 interleague games versus a left-handed starter. So I love this play. This actually is one of my favorite plays of the day. Throwing it up on my big board. Diamondbacks on the money line. I do like Diamondbacks on the money line. No brainer for me, Top Dog. Love the play. By the way, we're getting ever closer to 4,000 likes. Once we do, we'll give out another one of our favorite bets of the day. Mike, what's your record? The answer is ugly. Ugly. 1-3, Mike. So you need to find some picks today, cash in, hopefully get you back to 500. Maybe your 2 picks today can get you to 3-3. If you want more of my picks, hook us up with that confetti. Every time we get that confetti, we give out one of my favorite picks. And of course, every time we hit 4,000 likes, we give out a long ball, long shot of the day. Jorge is asking about Taj Bradley. Taj Bradley, we're going to give out 2 quick props. We're going to look at 2 quick props. So Taj Bradley. And on strikeouts, so over 5.5 has a really strong implied probability, really strong track record. This is a really good play here. Really good play. Now the Rangers have never faced him. A couple hitters have good averages against right-handed pitching, but I like this play. Is it an alternative line? No, but we are going to throw this one up on the big board. Taj Bradley over 5.5 strikeouts. Over 5.5 strikeouts. We also wanted to look at Ryan Nelson. Ryan Nelson on walks. Ryan Nelson on walks. Walks allowed. Over 1.5. Really strong play. Really strong play here. 57%. 3 out of his last 4. How about on the road? Only 1 out of his last 4. Not as strong, but we do like it over the last 3, so we are going to put this one up on the big board as well. And we are taking Ryan Nelson over 1.5 walks allowed. Again, for those new to the show, if there's a bullet point next to the pick, it means I did my research prior to the show and had it loaded up for you guys. Anything that has an asterisk means that we were doing our research during the show, came across a good play, and put it up on our big board. We have hit 4,000 likes because you guys are absolute bosses. Thank you guys so much for hooking us up with the likes. We have a long ball, long shot of the day to give out. By the way, brand new feature for you guys in case you missed it earlier. Every time you guys share the channel, we are going to give out a player we think is going to get a stolen base today. So every time we hit 2,000 likes, we're going to give out a player we think is going to hit a home run. Every time you share the channel, we'll give out a player that we think is going to get a stolen base. Here's our next long ball, long shot of the day. And this one is a true long ball shot play. We are taking Ryan Noda. Ryan Noda. Do you guys even know who that is? He plays for the Oakland Athletics. Yes, we are taking Ryan Noda of the Oakland Athletics to hit a home run today. Now, to hit a home run, implied probability is at 22%. We found a play that we like. So, there you go, Ryan Noda. You could get him at plus 350. He hit a home run the other day. Love the matchup that he has against Julio Teheran. Against right-handed pitching, Noda does have 6 home runs. So we're throwing Ryan Noda up there as well. In case you guys are worried about the weather in that game, the weather for the Milwaukee Brewers game, look at the likelihood of home runs in that game. Up 18%. Up 18%. That's why we like it. We're also going to look to take him hits, runs, and RBIs. Look at the over, 59%. Love it. Ryan Noda, throwing him up here as well. Ryan Noda, over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Let's see about bases. Total bases, 1.5, not a good play. How about hits? Just to get a hit. Just to get a hit. Half a base or over half a hit, 68%. I'm all in on Ryan Noda today. Over half a hit. Again, that's probably good as a leg of a parlay, but it is a play we like. Okay, a couple of you guys gave out some, you guys shared the channel. Thank you, Mike Oxlong. Thank you, Jorge. So here are a couple of players we think are going to get stolen bases today. First one we're going to go with is actually Christian Yelich, also from that Milwaukee Brewers game. Let's look at Christian Yelich for a stolen base. So again, stolen bases, the implied probability similar to home runs, 24% is actually very high. So we love it there. Love it there. And we're also going to give you one more. Going to give you another one. Boss Lady Mer just shared the channel, so let's give another one. Here's another stolen base play that we like, and that is going to be Jesus Sanchez. Jesus Sanchez of the Miami Marlins. Michael Kopech gives up some stolen bases, guys. Michael Kopech gives up stolen bases. Keep your eye on it. Jesus Sanchez, stolen bases. Only 11% implied probability, but over, you could get this at plus 830. I would take this, I would put half a unit down on it. I know it's the ultimate long shot, but I like it at plus 830. Half a unit. Half a unit, you put $5 down on it. Not bad. Not bad what the return is. So we do like Jesus Sanchez. And by the way, we were looking at pitchers who have allowed the most stolen bases. This is how, just to pull back the veil, how did we find some of these plays? Look at Michael Kopech. Michael Kopech is 6th when it comes to stolen bases allowed. If we look at how many stolen, he has given up 37 stolen bases. Runners have only been caught 6 times. Yes, you saw that. 37 stolen bases allowed. 6 caught stealing. Again, this is over the last few years. This isn't just this year. If you'd given up 37 stolen bases, you'd be like, how is that possible? But we're just talking about the track record since 2019. How have they done in terms of holding runners? So this is a way we could take a larger sample size. One of the ways I like doing this, I don't just want it on this year. Maybe this year, people just haven't been running against him. I love the larger sample size. Jorge, I don't like Noda on over half a run. I like the picks that we gave out. Over half a run doesn't get to me, Jorge. Not on that one. Tyler's asking about De La Cruz. De La Cruz to get a stolen base. I did have my eye on him. So you're asking about Brian De La Cruz. By the way, we'll get to Eli De La Cruz in a moment. But stolen bases, again, I don't think it's a bad play. Tyler, by the way, did you want Brian De La Cruz? Just clarify for us. Again, a half unit down on 710. Not bad. I'm not going to take it. I've already got my Florida Marlins that I've got my Miami Marlins that I got my eye on. But not a bad play for half a unit. Again, if you want any of our picks of the day, make sure you hook us up with that confetti. If you're watching on TikTok Live, hook us up with that confetti. We will give out another one of our picks. Again, I have probably... Let me see how many picks I have to give out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 picks. I have 21 player prop bets that I'm waiting to give out. That's how many player prop bets I have. 21 I'm waiting to give out. That's a ton of picks. I also have 1, 2, I have 3 more game picks to give out. I have 3 more game picks. I also have first run inning plays. I have so many picks to give out. It is crazy. Guys, hook us up with that confetti. I would love to drop a ton of picks in the next couple of minutes. Kyle is asking about the Cardinals on the money line. Cardinals on the money line. Let's dive into it. So Cardinals on the money line. Where are the Cardinals? I'm not seeing the Cardinals up on the board. Oh, there they are, against the Reds. Okay, on the money line, starting pitching matchup, Abbott. He actually had a great first start in the major leagues. You guys know how I feel about rookie pitchers, so I'll get to that comment in a moment. Miles Mikolas pitched really well against the Reds in an earlier start. Decent numbers this year, 3.74 ERA. I'd like the strikeouts per 9 to be higher and the whip to be lower, but okay. How have Reds hitters done against him lifetime? A couple of hitters hit him well. Caselli, Steer, Jonathan India. We're going to have our eye on Jonathan India today. But overall, how about the Cardinals? How have they done against left-handed pitching? Edman hits well. Goldschmidt hits well, but not as many averages as I'd like. I wouldn't touch this play. The rookie pitcher has me scared of it, so I wouldn't touch this one. I would avoid it. However, Jorge brings up a player I do like, Jonathan India. Let's go look at Jonathan India. Looking at hits, runs, and RBI. Let's look at bases first. Under? No. How about hits, runs, and RBIs? Over has the stronger implied probability here. Oh, the bet's no longer available, it says. We're still going to throw it up on our board because we see it up on the screen. So we're going to cheat it a little bit. Jonathan India over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. If someone could double check that he's in the lineup, maybe there's a reason that he's that got taken off the board. Maybe there's something to that. So if you can, all those who are helping us out with the show, go check it out. By the way, again, guys, I got a ton of picks to give out, so hook us up with that confetti. If you're watching on TikTok Live, make sure you're hitting that confetti. Really means a lot. Okay, Andrew Vaughn under half a hit. Andrew Vaughn under half a hit. Let's look at that one. So half a hit. The over has a massively strong implied probability. Mike Oxlong, I don't understand what you're thinking. Don't understand it at all. Really strong implied probability here. Like, incredibly strong. Yes, he's missed in 4 straight games. At home. Missed in the last 2. But the implied probability is really strong. Sandy Alcantara. There are no stats here to speak of against him. But against right-handed pitching, Vaughn, 235 average. I guess that's what you're looking to. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. The implied probability has me worried. Really high implied probability on it. Really high. So for that reason, I'm not touching this one. Mike Oxlong, I'd be a little worried about it, actually. Tyler, let's go to Trevor Richards. Trevor Richards, and you're asking about strikeouts. Oh, wow. So you were taking it at under 3.5. Interesting that the line's set at 2.5 and the over's the strong implied probability. Now, this is his first start of the year, so I'm not touching the play. I'm not touching it at all, Tyler. I have no track record on it, no history, so I'm not touching this play at all. There's no indication that there's any part of this that I can really understand, ride. No data. No data, and we don't have data. We don't give out the pick. Jorge says the Reds lineup hasn't been released yet. Okay. Thank you, Jorge, for checking on that. Hopefully we can get some clarification over the next couple of minutes. Isaac Paredes is Mike Oxlong. Over half a hit is your celebrity pick. So let's get Mike Oxlong on the board. By the way, if you have a favorite pick of the day, put in the comments section my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick. How do I pronounce his name? It's Isaac Paredes over half a hit. Let's look into it. So let's look at Paredes. Half a hit. So the over is really strong. Good there. There you go, Mike. That's a good play. Over half a hit at 62%. Strong. How is it done? 2 out of the last 3 it's hit. Not as consistent over the last 10. Wish it were better. Head-to-head, 3 straight games against the Rangers. 3 straight games against the Rangers this is hit. Against Nathan Eovaldi, Paredes is 0 for 2. But I like it. Mike Oxlong's throwing it up on the big board. under his name. I'm not going to. I know it's got a strong implied probability, but I'm not going to follow you, Mike. But that's Mike Oxlong's Celebrity Shot of the Day. If you have a Celebrity Shot of the Day, throw it up on the big board. Let us know. Write in the comment section my celebrity pick or my celebrity shot, and we will throw it up on the big board. So, top dog, Ryan McMahon and Jake Cronenworth both to hit a home run. Interesting that you bring up those names. Top dog. I had my eye on a couple of them. Let's look at Jake Cronenworth. To hit a home run. So, you look at the home runs. Implied probability is only 13%. You dive into the over. Why are you even thinking about it? Well, look at how he's done against... Thank you, the confetti. Thank you so much for the confetti, IP Shade 45. We just got a ton of confetti from IP Shade 45, so we're about to drop a ton of picks on you guys. Thank you so much for the confetti. So Cronenworth, great average against Kyle Freeland, but no home runs. No home runs since 2018. So what I would say is I don't like Cronenworth on a home run, but if I jump out and I look at Cronenworth on total bases, no. Hits, runs, and RBIs, yes. So over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs is what I would take. That's Jake Cronenworth. Over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Now let's look at also on hits, because he's got great history on hits against this pitcher. Now it's 1.5 hits. We don't like that. If we took it on a single, over half a single is 59% probability here. That's what I'm going to go with, actually. So, hits, runs, and RBIs, I like him to get on base with a single and to score a run or to knock in a run. So, I'm also going to take Jake Cronenworth over half a single. So, I like that play. That was a question we got from Top Dog. You also asked about Ryan McMahon. Ryan McMahon on a home run. This is one that I like today. Ryan McMahon, 17% implied probability. Only one home run over his last 10. But against Ryan Weathers, good stats. 2 for 4, which includes a home run. I don't know where we are yet. Oh, by the way, Boss Lady, thank you for the confetti, Boss Lady. Your first time giving it. Thank you so much, Boss Lady. I can always see when someone gives a gift for the first time. So meaningful. Thank you, Boss Lady, for the support. That is awesome. So we are going to give out a long ball, long shot of the day. I'm not sure where we are with likes, but I'm going to give this one out. I do like Ryan McMahon. To hit a home run today. Again, you're getting that at plus 525. That's a strong play. Now let's look at total bases. Over 1.5. No, not good. Hits, runs, and RBIs. That's good. Ryan McMahon over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I had this loaded up prior to the show. Okay, so we just gave out a couple picks based off of Top Dog's question, but we have a ton of picks to give out. What do we have? 6 picks to give out. IP Shade 45 gave us a bunch of confetti. Boss Lady Murr gave us a ton of confetti. So we are going to give out some picks. We are going to put a celebrity shot on the board before we give them out, though. So Tyler, by the way, Tyler is our last undefeated celebrity shot picker who's above 1 pick. So 3-0, our last undefeated player. Tyler, are you keeping the streak alive today? Brian Hayes is going to be his pick. Brian Hayes over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs, I believe is what you took. Yes, you did. Let's look at it really quick, and then I'm going to give out some picks. So, Brian Hayes, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Good implied probability. Great track record. Good history. At home, it's been a good play. Let's look at how he's... Now, no history against Senga, obviously. They haven't faced each other. But how has he done, Brian Hayes, against right-handed pitching? Actually, not as hot as I would like. 266. So, I do love the play. From a trend standpoint. Total bases? No. How about hits? Over half a hit's what I'm going to take. So I will throw... Tyler's taking Brian Hayes over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm not going to tail that, but I will take Brian Hayes over half a hit. Over half a hit. I'm going to take that one. I'm getting that at minus 225. Again, leg of a parlay. Okay, we got a ton of picks to give out. So everybody, make sure you guys are paying attention. We're about to drop a ton of picks. We're going to drop some more of these first run inning plays. Again, we haven't normally given out a lot of these, but I like them more and more. I found a good resource for them, so we're going to give out more and more of them. Royals, Orioles, yes to a first inning run. Yes to a run in the first inning. Royals and Orioles, yes to a run in the first inning. How about, though, here's another one. Astros, Guardians, no run in the first inning. No run in the first inning. Here's another one for you. We're giving out a ton of picks right now. Cubs, Giants, no run in the first inning. No run in the first inning. So this is by far the most run first inning plays that we've given out. 3 that we have no run first inning. Yes, to 2 of them. So there you go. We have a couple more picks to give out. We're not done yet, so don't go anywhere. Don't worry. Here's another one for you. We are also going to take the Brewers on the money line. Brewers on the money line. They are facing the Oakland Athletics. Okay, the reason I like this one is about the starting pitchers. Paul Blackburn on the mound for the A's. On the road this year, he has a 9 ERA. 9 ERA. Opponents have a 3.33 batting average. Julio Teheran, who was a great pitcher, or was a good up-and-coming pitcher for the Braves. He is washed out a little bit over the last few years. He's back to pitching really well. Over the last 2 weeks, Teheran has a 1.56 ERA over 17 and a third innings pitched, 2 home runs allowed, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts, and opponents have a 2.22 batting average against him. Good numbers. Additionally, the Brewers are 4-1 in their last 5 games as against a right-handed starter, and the Brewers are 5-0 in their last 5 games versus starter with a whip greater than 1.30. So I also like the Brewers on the money line as well. Okay, we have hit 6,000 likes, so I'm going to give out another long ball, long shot of the day. And after that, I'm going to give out some more picks. We owe you guys some more, so no worries. I'm going to give out some more. But here's another pick that I like, and this is going to be one in which I'm going to take on a long ball, long shot of the day, and then I'm going to double down on it. And that is Alex Verdugo. Alex Verdugo, good numbers against Domingo Germán in his career. So Alex Verdugo to hit a home run. 14%, not great implied probability. Hasn't hit a home run late. But I do like his stats. If you see against Domingo Germán, really hits him well. Really hits him well. 417 average with a home run included. And as you guys can probably suspect, I'm also going to look at hits, runs, and RBIs. Over 1.5, good implied probability, throwing it up on my board. So that's Alex Verdugo over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. That's another play I like. What about total bases? No, not good. What about hits? Over half a hit, I would also take it. Over half a hit, I would also take it. I am going to throw it up on my big board, but again, this would be the leg of a parlay. This is an in-show research because I didn't have this one ahead of time. Alex Verdugo over half a hit. Over half a hit. Again, that's the leg of a parlay, though. So that's a long ball, long shot of the day because we hit 6,000 likes. Every time we hit another 2,000 likes, I'll give out a long ball, long shot of the day. And every time you guys share the channel, I'll give out a player I think is going to get a stolen base today. I'm going to give out another pick right now. Another pick. I'm not sure I gave out enough picks to say thank you. I think I did for all of that confetti, but I'll assume some more confetti's coming our way. So I'm just giving out a ton of picks everywhere I can. Let's go to, here's a random one for you. Here's a random one. I'll kind of put this above Verdugo so he stays together. Josh Donaldson, who's been red hot of late, hitting home runs, but we're going in another direction with him. Over half a strikeout. Over half a strikeout for Josh Donaldson. Here's the reasoning behind it. Josh Donaldson is facing Tanner Houck, the pitcher of the right-handed pitcher of the Red Sox. He, lifetime, has 7 at-bats against Tanner Houck, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. So 7 at-bats, only 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. I'm taking over half a strikeout for Josh Donaldson today. So that's another pick we just gave out. Mike Oxlong just shared the channel. Love that. By the way, Mike Oxlong also has another celebrity shot of the day we're going to throw up there. So Mike Oxlong's second celebrity shot of the day is Luis Ariz over. And you're taking Luis Ariz over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, this is a play I like as well. Let's look at it. Luis Ariz. Let's look at first total bases. No. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Yes. 62% implied probability. Look at the consistency. Really strong. I know it didn't hit yesterday, but really strong. Really strong. And against Michael Kopech, he's got good numbers. 3 for 9 lifetime. I'm throwing this one up on my big board as well. It's actually one I had prior to the show. So Luis Ariz over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. I like where Mike Oxlong is looking at it today. Good job. Mike Oxlong starting to get it. Let's look at total. Let's look at over hits as well. Over, it's 1.5 hits. What about a single? What about a single? Over half single, 65% implied probability, but you could still take this at minus 185. Look at how consistent this has been. We call that grass. When you get that much green together on a chart, we call that grass. That's a lawn right there. So with that said, I'm also going to throw up Luis Ariz over half a single. Luis Ariz over half a single. I think that's a really obvious play for me. He's not a power hitter, but he makes contact. Over half a single. Love the play. Mike Oxlong shared the channel, so let's give out a stolen base play of the day. Another stolen base. We are going to go to... let's go with John Bertie. John Bertie. So again, we think there are going to be some stolen bases against Michael Kopech. Oh, he's not up on the board. We got to go with someone else. Let's look at Eli De La Cruz. Eli De La Cruz. We like him a couple ways today. Stolen bases. We like him at plus 580. We'll take it. Eli De La Cruz. But we're not done with him yet. Let's look at hits, runs, and RBIs. First of all, let's actually look at bases. Over 1.5 bases? No. Hits, runs, and RBIs? Yes. Eli De La Cruz over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Love that play. Love that play. We have now just hit 8,000 likes. You guys are absolutely the best. I cannot say thank you enough to this incredible audience. 8,000 likes. Unbelievable. You guys are bringing it today. Make sure you keep hitting that like button. Every time you do, we give out a long ball, long shot of the day. Next one we're going to put up on the big board, Elias Diaz, catcher of the Colorado Rockies. We're going to take him in a couple plays today. So Elias Diaz, looking at him for a home run. Implied probability 17%. Hasn't hit any of late, but against Ryan Weathers, Good numbers. Doesn't have a home run, but I like the idea of taking home runs overall in this game. Home runs overall in this game. Just look at the weather. Likelihood of home runs is way up. Let's update this to see if we are getting any changes. It's even higher, plus 24. No brainer for me. Obvious play. Throwing it up there, and I'm going to look for him on hits, runs, and RBIs, as well as total bases. Let's look at total bases. No. Hits, runs, and RBIs. No. Interesting. Oh, because it's at 2.5. Too bad. Let's look at over half a hit. Let's look at over half a hit. They set it at 1.5. So no other good plays for him, unfortunately. No other good plays. What about an RBI? Nope. What about a run? We're just looking everywhere, but we're chasing it a bit. Over half a run is a good play. Over half a run is a good play. I'm not crazy about it. I'll throw it up on my big board, but we're chasing it. I'm not going to do it, actually. We're chasing it. It's only happened once over the last 10. Feels like we're chasing it, and you guys know the rule. Going back up to our rules, don't chase winning. If you chase, you'll lose. Feels like I'm chasing it, not going to do it. So again, for those who are like, hey, Butt Fumble Sports, do you really live by the rules that you set for yourself? The answer is yes. I got to remind myself, we don't chase plays. We don't chase picks. We have enough research done. We have enough picks loaded up. We don't need to do that. So we're not going to put that one up on our big board. No, no, no. Appreciate all of you being with us. Jorge is asking about Tristan McKenzie. Tristan McKenzie on strikeouts. Let's look at it. And checking out strikeouts. So 6.5. 6.5. Jorge, let us know what you were taking it at. Let us know what you were taking it at. By the way, Tyler's asking a bunch of good questions. Tyler, where are those fireworks, buddy? Jorge Mateo over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. Just jotting down some notes so I can keep track of these. Seth Brown, 1.5 bases, over. Tyler's asking too many questions for me to keep track of. Okay. So 6 is what you were taking it. Let's look at it at the over. Hit or miss. Really hit or miss. Now, he's only had one start since coming back from the IL. Against Houston lifetime. Interesting. Look at these numbers. Now, you're going to notice a player that I was going to bring up. I'm going to actually put him on my big board since we're coming to this game. Jose Altuve rakes against him. Jose Altuve is going to be on my big board for a long ball, long shot of the day in just a second. But you see the numbers overall. Abreu hits him well. Altuve hits him well. The strikeout numbers aren't as high as I'd like, actually. So I'm not going to touch this one. I'm not touching this one. If I look at the under 6.5, no, don't like it. So not a good play for me. Wouldn't touch it. However, someone I do like, I'm going to throw it up on my big board. I like Jose Altuve to hit a home run. Jose Altuve, long ball, long shot of the day. Jose Altuve. Taking him to hit a home run. 17% implied probability. You could get him at plus 500. How about on total bases? The over half a base. Ding, 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 ding. Everybody, pay attention. Over half a base for Jose Altuve is a must take. You could get it at minus 190. This is a must play. This is a must play. This is a no-brainer. This is an obvious one. Bang those pots and pans, everybody. Jose Altuve over half a base? You got to be kidding me. How is that over half a base? How is it not 1.5? Stealing. Not fair. I know it's not a great trend of late, but we just showed you. Against Tristan McKenzie, he is crushing. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Dive into it head first. Over half a base. How about 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs? Apparently not a good play. Apparently not a good play. How about overall on hits? Over on half a hit, 66%. And again, minus 190. Doubling down. Cannot believe I'm getting it at these rates. Over half a hit. No frickin' brainer. If you guys like Jose Altuve today as much as I do, you are thanking the stars above, the baseball gods, for whatever kind of line this is. Makes no sense. This is too obvious to me. Love this play. Love this play. Okay, Tito's full send has an interesting one. Tito's full send. I love where your head's at. I'm going to throw that one up on my big board as well. I agree with Tito's full send. I like in this game, I like the Rangers on the money line today. Believe it or not, I do like the Rangers on the money line. Here's why. Nathan Eovaldi on the road this year is 5-1 with a 1.49 ERA in 48 and a third innings pitched. He hasn't given up a home run. Opponents have just a 2.12 average against him. Again, Eovaldi on the road, 5-1, a 1.49 ERA, and opponents have a 2.12 batting average against with no home runs. Meanwhile, Taj Bradley at home this year, 2-1 record, which is good, but he has a 6.43 ERA, 3 home runs allowed, and opponents have a 3.10 batting average against him. The Rangers are 5-1 in their last 6 games versus a right-handed starter, while the Rays are 3-7 in their last 10 games, their last 10 second game of a series. So the second game of a series over the last 10, the Rays are 3-7. So I do like the Rangers on the money line today. Okay, got a question about Cody Clemens over half a base. Cody Clemens over half a base. Implied probability is really strong here, 57%, and it's been red hot. And it's been red hot. Against right-handed pitching, how is Cody Clemens done? 268 average, pretty good actually. I'll put this one up on my big board. Cody Clemens making his first appearance on the big board. Cody Clemens. Over half a base. Over half a base. Love that play. Good call. Love you guys coming with some good information, some good picks. Good job, everybody. Okay, the next one we're going to get to is Jorge Mateo. Jorge Mateo. By the way, everybody, make sure you keep hitting that like button. Once we get up to 10,000 likes, we'll give out another long ball, long shot of the day. So at 10,000 likes, we'll do another long ball, long shot of the day. And every time we get confetti, we give out a pick. So hit that confetti. IP Shade 45, Boss Lady Murr, they've hooked us up. Let's get up that confetti. As you guys know, I have a ton of player prop bets still waiting to give out. No worry that I'm going to run out. Hit that confetti. Let's drive that up. By the way, Jorge, why would I not like Jonathan India 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs? You say he's starting. If I liked it before, why wouldn't I like it now? So, let's get to Jorge Mateo. Jorge Mateo. You guys are funny. If you're watching on YouTube right now, make sure you hit the like button on our video. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button on our video. It goes a long way in supporting the show. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, make sure you hit the like button. Really appreciate the support. Throw your comments and questions in the chat. But if you're watching on YouTube, if you're a loyal viewer on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button on our video. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel, But Fumble Sports. Means a lot. And again, for all those who are watching on TikTok Live, again, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Means a lot to us. Always follow us. We are live every single day for 2 hours. Every single day. We are live every single day. Yeah, you heard me say it. So you never want to miss a show, never want to miss a pick or some of my research. So make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. Okay, Jorge Mateo over 1.5 hits. Nope, don't like it. Sorry, not about it. I know you were asking about that one. Don't like it. How about Seth Brown? Seth Brown, how about that? You were asking about bases. Over 1.5 bases is a good play, actually. 3 out of the last 4 games. How has he hit against Tehran? No stats to speak of, but against right-handed pitching. Seth Brown, 254 average. Over 1.5 bases is a good play. I'm not going to put it up on my big board, but definitely one you can consider. Mike Oxlong's asking about Austin Riley. I thought we had put him up on the big board. Had we not put Austin Riley up on the big board? We have. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. That was the best play we liked for him. Appreciate all of you guys joining us again. If you want more of my picks, help us out with our live goal. We're trying to hit our live goal every single show, so hook us up with that live goal, and we will give out more of my player prop bets. Where are we with my game picks? We've given out... We have one more game pick to give out. One more game pick to give out for MLB. We also have a bunch. Wow, we've got a ton of player prop bets still to give out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 more player prop bets to give out. One more game pick to give out. So, guys, make sure you're hitting that confetti. Make sure you're giving us the gift of that live goal. Okay, getting a question about hockey. Finally got a question about hockey. No one was asking about that Stanley Cup final game tonight. Mark Stone, over 2.5 shots on goal. Mark Stone, 2.5 shots on goal. Nope, not a good play. Implied probability, not there for me. Don't like it. If we look at the over, I know it's been very consistent. It's been very consistent, but the implied probability has me staying away. On the road, I'm going to stay away from it. I know in the last 5, it's been very consistent. If you want to go with it, do it. I'm not touching it. Not a play that I'm going to do, Jorge. So again, really consistent over the last 5, but not what I'm going to go with. Could you look at Jack Eichel probably for 1 goal? Stephen Pock, it's interesting you bring him up. I wouldn't go with a goal. I'd go with a point. Jack Eichel has been cashing for us on over half a point. So I'll show you a goal. A goal, he's going off, you get it at plus 200. Not terrible, but not what I would take. Over half a point. Great implied probability here at 66%. I'm going to throw it up on my board. That's Jack Eichel. That's Jack Eichel. Over half a point. Over half a point. I'm also looking at this game overall. And on this one, I do like Florida on the cover. Florida to cover. So, Florida to cover 1.5. Minus 275 is a play you could take. Maybe you're not as attracted to the minus 275, but you could add that in with some parlays. I am going to put it up on the board. Plus 1.5. Plus 1.5. So, Panthers on the puck line. And then looking at the over-under, set at 6 goals. The under has been the stronger play for the two teams, but I don't like that where they have it. Under 6.5 is what I do. So under 6.5 at minus 150. So Golden Knights, Panthers, under 6.5. Under 6.5. That's another hockey play I like. So there are a few of those hockey plays up there on the board. Haven't given out too many of them. Top Dog is asking about TCU on the money line for college baseball. Top Dog, I don't have any good stats on that, so unfortunately I can't give that one out to you. But hopefully TCU gives you some good entertainment today. Kyle's certainly taking the Horned Frogs. Go Horned Frogs. So Kyle, love it. Kyle, what would you lean more towards in the White Sox money line or Blue Jays money line? I was thinking White Sox. So I have one more game pick to give out. I have one more MLB game pick to give out. Would love to get some confetti. Would love to get our live goal to pay off this pick I'm going to give out. I'm going to give it out anyways. I'm just going to assume that confetti is coming our way at some point. But I am going to give that one out, and that will be White Sox on the money line. I do like White Sox on the money line today. So Sandy Alcantara just hasn't been a good pitcher this year. Sandy Alcantara over the last month. 1-2 record, a 5.79 ERA with 32.23 innings pitched. And overall, opponents, yeah, they only have a 223 batting average against him, but a 5.79 ERA is nothing to overlook. Meanwhile, Michael Kopech, over that same period of time, over the last month, a 2.32 ERA, and opponents have just a 1.17 batting average against him. Plus, the Marlins are 1-4 over their last 5 road games versus a team with a losing record. and the White Sox are 4-1 in their last 5 games versus a right-handed starter, I'm taking the White Sox on the money line. White Sox on the money line. So that answers your question, Kyle. White Sox on the money line to answer your question. Tito's Full Send's got some advice there. Like it, Tito. Appreciate all of you guys joining us. What's the difference between a point and a goal? A point is an assist or a goal. So a point is a contribution to scoring either by scoring or by assisting. That's a point. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Make sure you throw your questions and comments in the chat. Mike Oxlong is asking about Joey Weimer. Joey Weimer. Weimer. You were asking, You were asking specifically about over half a hit. Good implied probability at 61%. Really good track record. Didn't hit yesterday, but lifetime, no stats against right-handed pitching. Yo, Mike Oxlong, you're getting trapped a little bit. So the trend here is really strong. But look at his stats against right-handed pitching. I can't endorse this. Yes, this looks like a great play. He's got a hit in 9 of his last 10 games. Obviously, you'd go, oh, this is a no-brainer, right? But he's hitting 184 against right-handed pitching. I can't endorse it. So Mike Oxlong, if you want this to be up on the big board, where's Mike Oxlong? Mike Oxlong has, he's already got his 2 celebrity shots of the day. So, no, this is a no play for me. Okay, Tito's Full Send. Tito's Full Send's got a celebrity shot of the day. Tito's Full Send has a celebrity shot. Now, Tito's Full Send did go 1-0 to start his celebrity shot experience. So let's see how he does. Tito's Full Send. And your pick today is Reds Cardinals under 8.5. Reds Cardinals under 8.5. I actually really like that play as well. Reds Cardinals under 8.5. That's a good call. Nice job by Tito's Full Send. If we look at the weather in that game, likelihood of home runs down 17%. Likelihood of overall runs down 6%. That's a really good call. Really good call by Tito's. Mike Torres, that D-back line feels like a trap. I agree. I feel like that's an easy play for me. I like Diamondbacks on the money line. No brainer for me. If you guys want more of my picks, make sure you give us that gift of confetti. We're trying to get to our live goal. Would love to hit that live goal over the course of the show. Does Nola get crushed today? Does Aaron Nola get crushed today? Let's look at, if we're looking at fantasy, let's look at it from a fantasy standpoint. Who are the best fantasy pitchers? McKenzie, Evaldi, Aaron Nola, not so much. If we're looking at stats, expecting him to give up around 3 runs, 2.9, to get about 6 strikeouts or fewer, to give up about 2 walks. So, not crushed, but certainly not a great day. By the way, if any of you guys want my daily fantasy lineup, I put out a DFS lineup every single day. If you want access to it, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, buttfumblesports.com. Go to our website. By the way, if you hit on the Butt Fumble Sports Live, you can always connect right to our live show. That way you never miss a show. You can also go to our blog, check out our DFS lineup today. So see the fantasy players I like, which MLB games I like from a betting standpoint, the best hitters based off of the starting pitching matchup they'll be facing, and we have a new contributor to our website, a new contributor to the company. Mr. Boomin is what he wants to be called. Mr. Boomin, he focuses on horse racing specifically. He has picks for the 155th running of the Belmont Stakes. If you love horse racing, there is no Triple Crown on the line today. May make it a little bit harder to know who to bet. Go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Check out the Belmont Stakes racing preview and pick up on our website. If you go to our blogs, you'll find it there. Of course, while you're on the website, get yourself some merchandise. Buy some merchandise. this Butt Fumble Sports logo, very popular with you guys. Of course, we have NFL shirts as well, some college basketball shirts, and a new series of MLB shirts celebrating some of the most iconic stances in Major League Baseball. So if you guys are baseball fans, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, buy yourself a shirt. Ichiro, Griffey, Bagwell, Babe Ruth, some of the best, most iconic batting stances in baseball. We're going to add to this, by the way. This is going to be an ongoing series of shirts. And of course, last thing, when you go to our website, sign up for our free newsletter. By the way, we are actually dropping a free newsletter. I have someone who's engineering, so all of our information is going to be released to you guys every single day in the morning. We are building it out right now, so our free newsletter is going to go out every single day, should be about in a week or two. It'll go out every single day with all of our notes, all of the trends, all in your inbox every day. So yes, you should watch our show for the research and our picks, but if you want data delivered to your inbox every single day as a one-stop cheat sheet, sign up for our free newsletter right now. We are building that newsletter. It's going to be all automated, so that way we're pulling from stats and research, so everything's loaded up every day. And of course, make sure you contact us. We love hearing from you guys. If you guys want to join the company, write content, be a content creator, we're all about it. Or if you just want to hit me up off the air, love doing that as well. Love hearing from you guys. We have hit 10,000 likes, so I'm going to give out another long ball long day, another long ball long shot of the day. We are going to go with... So we were talking about Aaron Nola a little bit earlier. I do like Mookie Betts to hit a home run today. Now, he homered yesterday. He did homer yesterday for us, so we cashed on that. Again, we went 3 for 6 in our long ball long shots of the day yesterday, so very good. I'm doubling down on Mookie Betts today. I'm going with Mookie Betts to hit a home run, and I'll explain why in just 1 second. Let's look at Mookie Betts, and let's look at him to hit a home run. So implied probability is 17%, but if we look at the matchup that he's had against Aaron Nola lifetime, really good numbers. Really good numbers, includes a couple home runs. So 313 with 2 home runs. Love that. And he's got a couple home runs over the last week. He's been a hot home run hitter. So I like this one. Plus 450 on a home run for Mookie Betts. That goes up on our big board as one of our long ball long shots of the day. How about Mookie Betts on another bet? How about total bases? What are we getting total bases? 1.5? No, not crazy about it. How about hits, runs, and RBIs? Yes. Really strong implied probability. Really strong trend. I love this one as well. So we're going to throw Mookie Betts on our big board as well. That's Mookie Betts over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. By the way, where can you guys go every single day to get this many plays? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too many. I mean, I become the count on Sesame Street if I went through all these. Look at all the picks we're giving out every single day. If you guys love sports betting, love fantasy sports, look at all the information we give out every single day. And again, not one of these plays is a gut pick. Not one of these is, oh, he's my favorite player or I love that team. I'm just going with it because he's due. Every single play that we've put up on the board has a trend that backs it. Has data or a trend that suggests it's a good play. Every single one of these. So many up on the board, but whether it's our in-show plays or our pre-show research picks, you guys have access to a ton of research and a ton of picks every day. That's what Butt Fumble Sports is here for, helping you guys out with all of your sports betting entertainment. Okay, Tito's Full Send has another celebrity shot. By the way, again, if you want your pick put up on the board, if you have one favorite pick or 2 favorite picks of the day, write it in the comments section. Write my celebrity pick, just like Tito's Full Send did. Write what the pick is, and we'll put it up on the big board. So Mariners plus half, in the first 5 innings. First 5 innings. So there you go. Another pick we threw up there for our celebrity shots of the day. If you guys have a favorite pick that you want thrown up on the big board, your celebrity shot, just write in the comment section my celebrity pick or my celebrity shot, and whatever the pick is, we throw it up on the big board. That way you guys can play along at home. You guys are a part of the show every day. Hopefully it means you guys tune into the show every day, but that way we can keep track of your records and have a lot of fun with you guys every day. So if you have a favorite pick, make sure you get them in. By the way, I want to give a big shout out to all of those who are viewing the show, all of our loyal viewers. Big shout out to all of you, no matter the platform you're watching on, TikTok Live, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. Jorge, Tito's Full Send, Mike Torres 835, Tyler, Mike Oxlong, Brandon, great to see you. Brandon, great to have you join the show. Stephen Pock, great to see you. Boss Lady Murr, IP Shade 45, Jesus, great to see you, Jesus. Duffel Bag, wonderful to see you, Duffel Bag, in the show. Deadpool, a loyal viewer, great to see Deadpool. Mac, thanks for following today, appreciate that. You guys are absolutely awesome. Appreciate you guys being with us. Tito's Full Send. Let's have a big day. That's right. Shout out to all those watching on YouTube. Caesar, Kyle, Top Dog, Ryan, Mark, Jeff, Yoni. Big shout out to Yoni. Haley, Remy, Beth. Susan, great to see you in the chat as well. Appreciate all those who are joining us. Make sure you have a question or comment thrown into the comment section. We are here for all of it. We have about 20 minutes left of the show, running out of time. If you want more of my picks, you know how to do it. Hook us up with that confetti. Every time we get hooked up with our live goal of confetti, we give out one of our favorite picks, one of the picks that we had loaded up prior to the show. So if you guys want one of my favorite picks, give us the gift of that confetti. And of course, every time we hit 2,000 likes, we give out a home run. We give out a player we think is going to hit a dinger. So don't forget, long ball, long shot of the day. We still have more of them to give out. Don't worry, we got more. Kyle Schwarber. Jorge is asking about Kyle Schwarber. 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Happy to see Schwarber starting to get hot again. He had been ice cold for a while. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Yeah, strong play. Strong play. How about on bases? No. How about on hits? Yes. So I'm going to do this in one of two ways. I'm going to take Kyle Schwarber over half a hit. I'm also going to take Kyle Schwarber on over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I like both of them. Over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. Again, look at how many picks we give out today. Picks for the NHL Stanley Cup Final. A ton of MLB, whether it's game picks, runs in the first inning, player prop bets. We haven't given out any WNBA yet, but we're standing by. We're giving out a Champions League final pick. That goes off at 3 p.m. today, by the way. We gave out some long ball, long shots of the day, and some players we think are going to get a steal today. So tons like so many picks. There is no place you can go that gives out this many picks over a 2-hour span of time. There just isn't. I challenge anyone to find a better show at giving out information, giving out picks, and helping you sports fans at home get the most out of your viewing experience every day. I challenge ESPN, Fox Sports, Turner Sports, Bleacher Report, CBS Sports. I challenge all of them to a pick-off, a research-off. I'm not saying our picks are always right, but we do our research. We give out as much information as possible. There is no better place to get your sports betting, sports fantasy information every day. You guys need to make sure you're following us here at Fumble Sports. You never want to miss a show. Never, never, never. Okay, Jorge is asking about JP France. 1.5 walks allowed. You guys know I do love those walks allowed plays, so let's look at that. So France Sorry, JP France, not Ty France. Walks allowed. Over 1.5 does have a good implied probability. How about the trend? No, not a good trend. Not a good trend. Just not enough to convince me. Not enough. Sorry. Wish I could be more confident. He doesn't have any track record against the hitters he'll be facing today. Wish the trend was a little bit stronger. Just not strong enough for me. On the road, it's missed in every game. Don't like it. Just not strong enough for me. So Jorge, I would miss on that one. Jorge is throwing his celebrity pickup on the board. So Jorge already had one, I believe. Jorge does have one. Jorge is going also with Aaron Nola over 1.5 walks allowed. Good call. I like that play, Jorge. I love that play. That's one we did throw up on our big board at the very beginning of the show, actually. It was one of our first picks we gave out. Was Aaron Nola. I know it's fallen down because we gave out so many picks. But Aaron Nola over 1.5 walks. It's right there on our big board. Love it, Jorge. Love it. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you support the show. There's a link in our bio. Takes you right to our website. Go to our website. Check out our blogs. Check out our content. Check out our merchandise. And, of course, sign up for the free newsletter. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Goes a long way in supporting the show. Means so much to us. Tito's Full Send, feeling a 3-0 record today. Let's go, Tito's Full Send. All about it. I don't know if it's okay, but my celebrity pick is a parlay. So we do allow you to have parlays. We do allow that. Top Dog, here's the problem. You already gave us 2 picks, so we can't take any more. We only take 2 celebrity picks of the day, so we aren't going to do that. Sorry about that, Top Dog, but you already have 2 picks up on the board. That is the max. That is the max. Tito's also likes the Panthers on the money line. There you go, Tito's. Love it. By the way, Top Dog, I love the support. So appreciate it. But unfortunately, we got to contain it. Can't have too many picks up here, so only 2. Appreciate all of you joining us again. Here are all of my picks up on the board. If you want any more, hook us up with that confetti, our live goal. And of course, if you want more long ball long shots of the day, hit that like button. When we hit 12,000 likes, we'll give out another player we think is going to hit a dinger today. So make sure you're hitting that like button. We're not done yet. Don't worry. I know we only have about 13, 12 minutes left of the show. But don't worry. We're not done giving out picks. We still have more to give out, believe it or not. Still have more player props waiting. Still have more long ball long shots of the day. We are not done yet. So if you guys want to get more picks, more long ball long shots of the day, you know what to do. I can't believe how fast this show goes by every day, by the way. I know I do a lot of talking. Boy, do I do a lot of talking. And I know you guys appreciate it. You guys ask great questions. But I always look up at the time, and I'm always like, wow, how are we going to get through 2 hours of show? And then before I know it, it's an hour and 50 minutes in, and I feel like it's flown by. You guys are so incredible. Big shout out to all of those who are watching. Big shout out to all of those who support the show. You guys are absolutely awesome. Let's look at Brady Singer. Brady Singer on strikeouts. By the way, I'm about to do something in just a moment you guys are going to want to pay attention to. Brady Singer on strikeouts. Over 3.5, a really strong implied probability. Actually is a really strong trend, believe it or not. Wow, kind of surprised to see how strong a trend it is. Ks per 9, like that at 8.40. That's pretty strong. If we look at how Baltimore hitters have done against him, that's the problem. That's the problem. Look at these hitters. Only 2 guys have a strikeout against him, and both of them have good numbers. So no, I don't like Brady Singer. Over 3.5 strikeouts looks like a strong trend. It looks like a strong implied probability, a strong trend. But against these hitters, I'm not going to take it. I'm not saying it's not going to hit. Jorge, it might be a good play. But as you guys know, if I can't find a trend or a stat that really supports it, it's a coin flip for me. Anytime it's a coin flip, I say no. So no, no, no to me. Not on my big board. But Jorge, you may like it. If you do, ride with it. Not a bad trend. Not a bad trend. Just a bad history against the Orioles. Again, here are your celebrity shots of the day up on the big board. If you want your favorite pick of the day put up on our screen, put it in the comments section right now. If you have a favorite pick or two of the day, the max you can have is 2, but if you have a favorite pick of the day, can be NHL, can be MLB, can be WNBA, if it could be UFC, could be the Belmont Stakes. If you have a favorite pick of the day, let us know right now. Write it in the comment section on YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick, or on TikTok Live. Put your favorite pick of the day in the comments section. We'll put it up on the big board. You guys can play along with it, keep track of it, and of course, you can keep track of your record at home. Jorge's also asking about Cody Senga on strikeouts. He does not have good stats on the road. The over does have a strong implied probability. Looks like a good trend. How about on the road? Good trend. How about Pittsburgh against right-handed pitching? You got some guys who strike out here. I'm not crazy about it, but I'd lean towards yes. I'm not going to put it up on my big board, but if you were looking at this, I would lean towards over, Jorge. I'd lean towards the over. I'm not heavy on it, but I'd lean towards the over. Okay, I promised I was going to do something you guys would want to pay attention to. I'm going to try something different, some reverse engineering here. Let's look at walks allowed. Let's go to over, and look at the implied probability. Oviedo, 69%. 9 out of the last 10 games, rather. How about at home? Put it on the board. Put it on the frickin' board. This is a no-brainer. So, it's an in-show research play. By the way, we've given out so many picks. We're now on to another page. Wow. Johan Oviedo, over 1.5 walks allowed. Over 1.5 walks allowed. No brainer for me. No brainer. By the way, Jorge, if Ballpark Pal's endorsing it, that may give you enough confidence. Again, I'm leaning towards the over. I'm not strong on it, but I understand why you'd like it now. Oviedo, though, really strong play. Really strong play. In every way I look at this, this is a really strong play. Head-to-head against the Mets, over his last 20 games, over his last 10 games, over his last 5 games. Get this on the board, guys. Get this on the board. Johan Oviedo. Now let's go back. Let's reverse engineer. Brady Singer, we were already taking walks. Paul Blackburn. Now, he's only made 2 starts this year. He has over 1.5 walks in both. So I'm going to throw that one up on our board as well. That one's going up here as well. We're getting some walks allowed in here. And that's going to be Paul Blackburn over 1.5 walks allowed. So doing some reverse engineering, look at who's got a really strong implied probability on walks. Oviedo, Singer, who we already had up on our big board. Brady Singer on walks. And Paul Blackburn. So the top 3 implied probabilities on walks allowed, we are riding on all 3 of them. All 3 of them. Jorge, who do you like any hitter strikeout plays? I did mention one a little bit earlier. I did mention Josh Donaldson. Josh Donaldson, bad numbers against Tanner Houck. He is somebody I do like for a strikeout today. You want another one? This may surprise you. Randy Arozarena, over half a strikeout. Over half a strikeout. This is another one. Randy Arozarena, over half a strikeout. Lifetime against Nathan Eovaldi, 13 at-bats, 1 hit. He has struck out 8 times in those 13 at-bats. Again, let's go look at this one just so you can see it for yourself. We go to hitter strikeouts. And we go to Randy Arozarena. 33% implied probability on the strikeout. It's at 1.5. I don't like it at the 1.5. I don't like it at the 1.5. I put it up on my board for half. I got that last night. You guys may not like it. Against Nathan Eovaldi, just terrible stats. Just awful stats. So I put up half a strikeout. I got that last night. It's clearly moved. We'll see how it does anyways. We put up Stott. We put up Bryson Stott. Over half a strikeout earlier. We put that one up, Jorge. Appreciate all of you guys watching. We are coming up to the final few minutes of our show. Final 5 minutes of the show. You guys have been unbelievable today. If you want your celebrity shot of the day, put on the screen. Put on the big board. Get them in now. We keep track of your celebrity picks throughout the course of our shows. But if you want your favorite pick of the day thrown up on the big board, get it in right now. But Fumble Sports is letting you give your favorite celebrity shot of the day. The final time we're doing it, or of the day at least. So get your pick up on the big board. Get your pick up on the big board. If you've got a pick that you really like, get it in now. Running out of time. By the way, my UFC expert is calling right now. My UFC guy is calling right now. Hey, UFC expert, right now I'm doing my live show, so I can't answer this call right now, but I will call you back in 1 minute. UFC expert for Butt Fumble Sports, do you have a favorite UFC play today? You're live on the air, so do you have a favorite play? Getting some feedback. So anyways, we will get our... I can't hear you. Oh, now I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Okay, this is our UFC expert. We are live on air right now with our UFC expert here at Butt Fumble Sports. He has called in to give me his UFC picks for tonight. Fire away, Mr. Octagon.
All right, so here's what my gut's telling me. Amanda Nunes will get knocked out tonight.
Oh, no way! No way!
Aldana by KO. I think that she's already been exposed. She already lost the belt once, and I think Aldana's a better boxer.
So again, repeat that. Aldana gets the knockout?
Aldana by KO.
Wow! All of those that are watching the show right now, pay attention. A shocker coming from our UFC expert as the upset. He has Nunes not KOing, but getting KO'd. Love that. Keep going, Mr. Octagon.
And depending on the site, you might get plus 400 for that pick. So let's make some money tonight.
Love that. By the way, I'm not there with you on the KO necessarily, but I love getting it at the plus 400. Whenever you see someone who's as favored as Nunes, obviously Amanda Nunes is considered maybe the greatest female fighter of all time. Plus 400, yeah, I'm willing to fade her. I'm willing to go against her. Do you have any other picks for the fights tonight?
Yep, let me take a quick look at the card. And I like Dariush over Oliveira. I wouldn't say by a what, but I'm going to say Dariush. I think Oliveira's getting old. I think he's already been knocked out a couple times. And I think Dariush is on a roll, and it's going to continue.
So, again, I'm going to put these up on the screen so you guys can see. Now, I'm going to give these a bit of a distinction because they're coming from our expert, our UFC expert, Mr. Octagon, as I like to call him. So we are going to copy and we're going to put these up on the big board so you guys can tail these right now. Oops, didn't mean to do that. We're going to put these up on the big board right now so that way you guys can follow along. If you're watching on our show on YouTube, this is for UFC 289. By the way, side note, I can't believe it's UFC 289. Like, that's so crazy.
Time flies.
I mean, there are literally ways in which you can count your age. Rings on a tree is one. Presidents in office is another. UFC's is definitely one that you could, but you'd be like dog years. Just unbelievable. So again, we're taking Irene Aldana to get the KO.
And Beneil Dariush.
And we are taking Beneil Dariush, and we're just taking him to win.
Yeah, he's on an 8-fight win streak, and I think it continues tonight.
So for all of those who love betting on the UFC, Mr. Octagon is our go-to UFC expert. He knows more about the UFC than anyone I know. We have thrown those two picks up on the big board. So again, a couple of upsets for you guys. I know there's some favorites that you guys probably were leaning towards. Tito Full Send in the comment section. He likes Oliveira, rather. He likes Oliveira on a submission tonight. Yeah, long shot. Our Mr. Octagon's going in another direction. And again, I'm going to write, just so you guys know, UFC picks by Mr. Octagon, our UFC expert. So that way you guys know, these aren't picks from me. I like to make sure you guys know when I give out my picks, there's always research and data behind it. Mr. Octagon does his own research. We also have Belmont Stakes picks. If you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, you can go to our website and see Mr. Boomin. So we have two new contributors to the company. Mr. Boomin for our horse racing picks. You can find that on our website. And Mr. Octagon, who gives us our UFC picks. You can find those. We will post our picks on the website in just a minute. Mr. Octagon, thank you for your picks today.
Oh, it was a pleasure, Wyatt. Enjoy the rest of the show, guys.
We'll talk to you in a little bit. So that was Mr. Octagon and his picks. By the way, love that we were just able to get him live on the show. Isn't that cool, everybody, that we were able to go to him live during our show? Love the fact that he called in. Big shout out to him. But that way, you guys now have everything you need tonight. We don't have any WNBA. We never heard from Candyman, who's usually our Mr. WNBA. But we've given out NHL Stanley Cup Final picks. We have UFC 289 picks. We have more MLB picks than any other show I've ever seen. We have so many MLB picks. You are drowning in baseball today. We have a Champions League final pick. Additionally, we also have our long ball long shots of the day. And here are players we think are going to get a steal. A new feature. Every time you share the channel, we give out picks of players we think are going to get a steal. Believe it or not, that's our show for today. Mike Torres is going to be our celebrity shot. We're going to get Mike Torres in. If you do have celebrity shots, and you couldn't get them to me in time, make sure you DM them to me on TikTok, on Instagram, or on Twitter. Make sure you get them to me, or otherwise we can't count them. You are taking Tigers, Mr. Mike Torres 835. It's 835. I'll correct your name. Don't want to put the wrong Mike Torres up there, Mike. So Mike Torres, first 5 innings on the money line for the Tigers. So first 5 innings money line for Mike Torres 835. Again, if you want your celebrity shots thrown up on the big board, get them in. DM us, Buttfumble Sports, on TikTok, Instagram, and on YouTube. Or you can send it to our Twitter account, @SportsFumble. If you want your celebrity pick accounted for today, make sure you send it to us, DM it. We are more than happy to throw it up on our big board. Look at all these picks. Oh my goodness. So one last time, I'm going to slowly scroll through all of the picks today. Again, what do we like in the NHL Stanley Cup Final? We're taking the Panthers to cover, the under 6.5. And again, we're riding with Jack Eichel over 0.5 point. That's cashed 2 straight games for us. Our UFC expert, Mr. Octagon, is going with the upset. Irene Aldana is going to get the KO. So, again, the KO, we think Aldana is going to win. Aldana, I'll put this as wins by KO. Benil Dariush, we have him getting the win over Charles Oliveira. By the way, this is how you can tell we go to someone else for our UFC experts. My name pronunciation tells you all you need to know. That said, here are all our MLB game picks up top. First inning runs, and then overall picks. And then finally, here you go. Champions League final, long ball long shots of the day, and players we think are going to get a steal today. That is all of our picks for today, as well as the long ball long shots of the day. We will post this all to our website right now. We will go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, and post all of our picks to our website. So if you missed any part of our show, if you want to see all of our picks, if you want to be able to put them into some parlays, everybody, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. We will share all of our picks with you guys. That way you never, ever miss a pick. If you want to catch our show tomorrow, we will be live on Sunday, June 11th. Sunday, June 11th at 11 a.m. We are live tomorrow, Jorge, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow morning, we are live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, here are all of our picks for today. If you missed any part of our show, you can find the entire show posted on YouTube. That way you can see our research, our picks, everything, our conversation with Mr. Octagon. All of our picks will be up on our website. But if you want to watch the show, go to YouTube, But Fumble Sports. You can watch the entire show there. Until then, make sure you go to our website. You can check all of our picks. And again, you can find us at 11 a.m. tomorrow, Sunday, June 11th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on TikTok Live, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Until then, as we say every single day, I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. And I hope you cash a lot of tickets. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy this beautiful weather. I hope you have a wonderful day of sports action. And again, we will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on TikTok Live, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. That's 11 a.m. Sunday, June 11th. Sunday, June 11th.